All right, guys, welcome in. This is a special reading, and as you can see in the title, I don't know the title yet, but you know it now, and I will figure that out as we go. Basically, I was getting tapped. There's a special message out there for those of you who are drawn to this reading, and it definitely has something to do with those of you that are Andromedan starseeds or light workers. You come from the Andromeda kind of star system, and there is definitely something that's about to happen for you. This is an adventure, they're calling it. This is a big change for you, and this is going to open up a new adventure in your life. This is like a new path, a new way of living. This is like saying yes to life and saying yes to this change, and it's about to take you on an amazing adventure. And a movie that's popping in my head, I think it's called A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. And if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. They're saying that you need to watch it because this is kind of a huge synchronicity for you, and that's going to help you see what is happening for you. It's almost like, just like the stars are aligning, there's synchronicities that are going to bring you with the people, places, and timing that, and it's going to be, you're going to kind of have this inner kind of almost like life is asking you, like, do you want to take this adventure? Like, are you willing to do this? And it's a little bit of a risk. It's a little bit of like an unknown, but it's going to take you somewhere big, and you were meant to do this in this lifetime. Also, you are a light worker starseed. You are one of the, like, you could be, what do they call it? Basically, the reference is the golden children. So these are, to me, the message I'm getting, you are from Andromeda, and you were specifically chosen as part of this group of beings that to incarnate into this earth plane, into Earth, because you have rare gifts. And you bring to this world a sense of innocence, tenderness, and a rare energy that you're helping this world shift at this time. You're helping this huge earth, this new earth kind of unfoldment here. I also feel there's a strong connection you may have with the ocean or the whales for specifically. And you might see a lot of synchronicities after this reading where you see whales everywhere. Whales pop up for you. This could be a calling for you to go to the ocean, go on a whale watching expedition. But there is, to me, also a strong connection between the Andromedans and the whale beings in this earth plane. And you can use them as a source, even telepathically or when you're meditating, to work with you to help you integrate energy, heal. They're a great support system for you. And you're kind of starting on a big expedition, a deep dive in your life right now that's going to take you down this rabbit hole of change and adventure is what's coming. I am doing this whole reading with oracle cards, so it's a little different than my normal tarot, but I was, again, feeling called to do this. All right, so I'm going to keep pulling some cards and continue to expand on the message for whoever is watching here. Oop, we have a flyer. Mental conflict. Okay. So this could be also, you could have dealt with a lot of anxiety in your past, but anxiety has been kind of a lesson for you in this life. This is also referring to people who like tend to lean more in their mental space and more on logic, and they overthink. There's a lot of overthinking here, and this is also because of where you came from. But there's a lot of inner conflict as well, because people who are high vibration, who come from higher dimensions, that kind of are light workers, starseeds, your innate energy is so much higher than the density here on Earth, and it does create a lot of conflict, inner conflict, because you know your truth at a core, even if you may not remember it. And everything in the external world that you're being programmed with, you've known from a deep level, from like your intuition in your heart, that it's not true. Like, the way people are living is not reaching our highest potential, if you so will. So you've had a hard time just trying to live in these standard template lives, right? Go to college, go through the education system, go to college, get married, have kids, get the house, right? You work 9 to 5 till you die. Like, this is those of you who are like, oh my God, like this, you kind of have never been happy in that template. I'm also getting people who had a rough time in normal school, right? It didn't, you had a hard time with that, because again, it's not supportive of especially higher starseed light workers that came in. Passion ignited though. Something is definitely, your passion has been ignited recently. I feel like you've been activated. This has been an activation. So you're going more out of the mental space, which is what we as humans are programmed by the higher powers that be, whether it's our parents, our societies, governments, religions. They want to keep us stuck in the mind space, because that's where we're the most controlled and the least connected to our innate gifts and power. But that has shifted for you. You're going back to the heart space. You're going back to the energy of who you are, your higher self. And that is where your power lies. And you can see the powers being activated here. So you're coming back to yourself, and you're coming online. Basically, you're coming online to who you are, you're re-remembering, and your gifts are being activated. And this is what's pushing you forward, positive movement forward here. So, and this is, look at this card too. It's like they're in this ship and going off into the sunset. They're going off on this big adventure here. They're saying yes. They're getting out of their fears. So you are moving towards something that's unknown, but definitely where you're supposed to go, and it's going to open a lot up for you. Material harvest, and that's where your abundance lies. And this is where you're realizing that abundance doesn't come from, trying to figure out life and trying to figure it out in your mind. It comes from alignment. It's coming from your alignment. And now abundance is coming for you. You are opening up abundance by following your highest calling and finally putting your gifts out into the world, whatever those are for you. Yes, your throat chakra. So we have kind of the heart chakra here in this Passion Ignited card, and now you have your throat chakra, and Archangel Gabriel is also a big source of support for you right now. So definitely call out to Archangel Gabriel. I do feel like your throat chakras as well is being cleared and activated right now. And it's helping you to open up, because your gifts are, part of your gifts is through your throat, through your message, through your communication, through what you have to say. Deceit. So I do feel like this was part of the templates you took on coming here to Earth, but you did go through some sort of betrayal in the past that really shut down your throat. It took away your power, and also it kind of broke your heart, which also put a block on your heart chakra, and it kind of closed you down. But this is what is you're going through right now, and it's being healed and integrated. Because this, I mean, it was part of your soul contract. And part of the reason you came down here, so a lot of light workers and starseeds that come down, they decide on certain templates that they're going to actually take on. So we have to actually go through the suffering or the trauma to experience that template. And then what we're doing is we're healing it. We're overcoming it. We're working with that, the dense energy, and we're transforming it. And we're actually, we're actually filtering these templates and reprogramming the earth matrix with new templates. So these are definitely relationships that were based on deceit, betrayal, lack of trust. So those are going to be themes for those of you that this message is for, that you definitely went through in this lifetime. It also blocked you from, because when we close down, what happens is we're not fully receptive, right? We don't have our hearts open. We don't have our head. We don't have all of our energy open because we're afraid, right? We've been hurt, or our trust has been broken. So we block and we put up like unconscious walls around our heart, around ourselves. And what it does also is it blocks us from receiving anything, whether it's receiving love and receiving abundance, blocking us from opportunities and leveling up. But like I said, look at these, you got the material harvest and the cornucopia here. So it's opening ourselves up from the blocks that we put on ourselves at some point in our life due to our experience. And now we're opening up to a new level of receptivity. And then I got the rest and rejuvenation here. So look at this card, he's connecting, and he's connecting to the higher energies. He's connecting to his inner self here. He's meditating and he's receptive. And it's actually through more rest and connectivity that you actually are going to be more productive and make more progress, rather than trying to, like, these two are complete opposite. Like, he's shutting his eyes and he's quiet and he's just being with himself and with all that is. Where the mental conflict card, his eyes are open, he's constantly analyzing the external world, and he's filtering it through his mind and trying to figure it out and trying to figure out strategies and trying to figure out how he can get what he wants, or how he can reach goals, or things, or what the external world is showing him is conflicting with his inner world. And that's because he's looking at the external world for truth. But now you're shifting into looking towards your inner world for truth. Your truth comes from within. If you're constantly looking at the external for your truth, that's where we're deceived. And that's where the mirror of life is going to mirror back in the external world things that are going to deceive you. So again, you're opening up to all this. You're going to start seeing this. You're going to get the clarity and start seeing the delusion of the external world, of the matrix. And now we're shifting. Wow, this is a powerful message. So this had to come out and this, I feel like this is going to apply to a lot of people. But these are those of you who have been drawn to the Andromedans, and you are from the Andromedan kind of star system, and you are a light worker starseed, and you came here to share your gift and to shift the energy on Earth. And part of it was these templates of heartbreak, deceit, and mistrust. And that's why you had to go through it. So don't take it too personally. Like, this is something you contracted and you had the power to shift, but you had to go through it first. Wow, this is powerful. And before I go, I'm going to just pull one last Gaia Oracle message for you. to give you some general guidance as well. And this one flew out. And you got the Sacred Heart. Look at that. Passion, love, spiritual communion. And this card, Passion Ignited. So look at that. Your heart is being ignited. Your true calling is now being ignited. So for those of you who've been unconscious and kind of, you didn't remember your true self and where you came from, this is all coming to you. You're all waking up to this. And I'm going to read the card because these have beautiful messages. You are entering a period of profound and heartfelt love, a deep emotional time where you focus on, question, and think about the things that matter to you most. You will find yourself reevaluating your priorities and core values, and this leads you along a path of self-discovery, bringing with it deepened spiritual connection to the earth, your surroundings, family, friends, and loved ones. Your passion and appreciation for life are heightened. At times, your emotions overflow to the point of being almost unbearable. Yet this is nothing to fear or to be concerned about, for this is a most sacred and precious time through which your loving intentions are both seen and felt by all around you. Your inner light and wisdom illuminates, heals, and inspires. This is a good time for creative writing, or you may feel inclined to draw, paint, or take up a creative pursuit of some time. Thank the earth and stars for the many blessings you receive. Yes, you are about to receive major blessings as you awakened to your true calling here. And I think this is a good call out. If you feel like you don't know what your rare gift is yet, what you can do is just start dabbling with your creativity. Whether it's just sitting down and start, writing. So you can do like automatic writing. Or you could just draw, paint, or anything that's creative that you're being drawn to, even if it's nothing big, those are going to start opening up. It's through creation, using our hands, using our mind, using our heart, that all of a sudden, like, we start expanding and we start being drawn to the things that we're supposed to be doing. And that's where you start to figure out what your rare gifts are. And it's always going to be something that you're passionate about, that you're drawn to, that when you're doing it, it makes you happy, it brings you peace. It may even disconnect you from time and space. Those are all keys in knowing. It's not about something profound and huge. Sometimes it's just the small stepping stones, the small little crumbs, the small things we do every day that bring us joy, that really turn into and open up why we're here and what we're here to offer the world. Wow, big stuff here. Love it, love it. I knew, like, I was intuitively told, hey, this is how we're going to do the reading because there's a message that needs to go out. And this was spot on. All right, everyone, thanks for joining in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.